Let's get it back to the studio right now. Thanks for watching tonight, everybody. We'll see if the Rockies can do it again tomorrow. All yours, guys.
That'd be nice, guys. And I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it. Rockies now 12.5 games out of first place.
We can dream, can't we?
In the NL West. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Tim Ring, Dave Benz. It's true. Not a good day in the Avs community and for Avalanche fans. Peter Forsberg is gone.
Yeah, ever since the NHL ratified its new CBA 14 days ago, speculation has run rampant. The Avs would be hard-pressed to keep their biggest star in Colorado this afternoon. That fear became reality when Peter Forsberg opted to leave the team for the team which originally drafted him, the Philadelphia Flyers. Forsberg's departure reportedly comes for a number of reasons, perhaps none larger than the almighty dollar. Peter's deal in Philly is reportedly 2 years, $11.5 million. The Avs, on the other hand, offered Forsberg an escalating contract worth $13.5 million over 4 years. But just 4.5 of that would have been earned in the first 2 seasons. In other words, Forsberg would have been signing in Colorado for a $7 million discount over those 2 years, and that was just too much to turn down. Earlier tonight, Pierre Lacroix expressed regret over losing his superstar.
I've been fortunate for my 11 years involved with the franchise to create a lot of good bonds with the majority of the people. So on a personal note, it's not a pleasant day. On the other side, we have to look ahead. We have to go forward. We're part of a new landscape, and we've did everything we could to keep Peter or Adam. And as we said earlier at the start or at the announcement of the season, that was the goal for the people here, to put the best product on the ice. So on the other end, I can't blame him. He's going to a great organization. He's done tremendous thing for this franchise, and I just wish him good luck.
That's Pierre Lacroix. Doesn't maybe show it there, but clearly disturbed about what's happening here with his hockey club. Terry Fry, our hockey analyst. Terry, good to see you again. It's been a while, by the way, so we can analyze some hockey here. Was this clearly about the money, or is there something else at work here?
It was a combination of a lot of things. Primarily, it came down to the fact that Pierre Lacroix was adamant he only had $3 million to spend on those 2 players, Adam Foote and Peter Forsberg, this season. And he offered them both $1.5 million apiece, which is even more shocking than the original figures we saw because of the low number for this season. I can't believe that he would think either one of them would have taken that kind of severe hometown discount. And so in that sense, yes, it's about the money.
Why not just hone in on one of the two and decide, all right, I've got $3 million to spend this year. Here's how I'm going to do it. I can't bring them both.
You know why I'm smiling?
Because he didn't answer
You
that
and I
question.
asked him that question about 6 times. You know, and his eyes lit up like, oh, God, they're asking me the same question again. We never did get him to answer it sufficiently in my mind. I don't know the answer to that. Once Adam Foote said no, they should have loaded up on Peter Forsberg and at least offered him $3 million.
But then are you one player short on your roster?
You know, Philadelphia, teams have gone over the cap. Philadelphia's going to trade Jeremy Roenick to get back under the cap. The Avalanche could have done that before September 30th, and that's what I think they should have done. He should have done one of 2 things. Done that, done what he had to do, and then worried about it later, traded guys to get under the cap, even if everybody in the world knows you have to make a trade and you don't have a lot of leverage. Or he should have said, it's Peter Forsberg or Adam Foote, and I can make a coherent case for either one over the other. Hone in on one of those 2, tell the other guy, look, the only offer I can give you is an insult. I don't want to do that to you. Godspeed.
There's been a lot of innuendo that there might have been some ties to Peter wanting Marcus Naslund to come. Ultimately, maybe it came down to keeping Peter or letting Milan Hajduk or Alex Tanguay get away. If it did come down to keeping those 2 guys and letting Peter go away, for the long-term future of this franchise,
that's an arguable point because Pierre made it rather forcefully. Alex Tanguay and Milan Hajduk are young players, especially Alex Tanguay. And Peter Forsberg probably has 2 to 4 more years in this league at the most. 2 years probably, 4 years possibly. So that point of view is somewhat defensible. My argument would be that he's still the best player in the world when healthy. If you believe he can be healthy, if you believe he can be productive, I think in this day and age, you have to operate as the future being now and worry about the rest down the road.
And not to get bogged down in money, but clearly Forsberg is a guy, you just don't know how long he's going to play. The Avalanche first year, as we mentioned, $1.5 million. Second year, $3 million. If Forsberg only plays 2 years, which is very conceivable, he'll make $4.5 million. If he plays 2 years in Philly, he will make $11.5 million.
The difference is kind of staggering.
You're talking about $7 million, and I know the guy's got more money than he knows what to do with, but $7 million is $7 million.
Yeah, and I find it very difficult when people try to put themselves in their shoes to tell them what to do. And in that sense, I don't fault Peter Forsberg at all. I don't, we've seen many instances of him being somewhat selfless economically, such as when he wouldn't accept the Avalanche's payment when he essentially took a sabbatical. And so he has proven he is not just about the money, but when the difference is that staggering, right, I think you have to be realistic.
What if Marcus Naslund would have said, I'll play for $1.5 million in Denver? Would Peter play for $1.5 million?
I think he would have. I think
so that could have maybe saved.
I think in that instance, that would have been a realistic possibility because Marcus coming here would have kind of created that momentum and that atmosphere of we're in this together.
Terry, we're just about out of time. Final thought: how sad a day is this for the Avs franchise?
It depends on how they recover. They signed Turgeon and Brisebois for the $1.5 million slots. I don't think that's a sufficient answer for many fans. What it amounts to is we'll find out how level that playing field is and whether the Avalanche are still among the elite above that as things have leveled. I don't know the answer to that yet, but the one thing you have to say is, boy, you shake your head about 2 of the 3 constants are gone. Adam Foote, Peter Forsberg, 2 of the 3 guys who've been here since day one. In that sense, for the emotion, the ability, the integrity, the class they've contributed to Denver hockey in getting this thing off the ground and making this a hockey city, in that sense, yes, it's a very sad day.
All right, Terry Fry, Denver Post, thanks for stopping by.
Nice seeing you again, Tim.
Good to see you too, buddy. So if it came down to dollars, does it make sense? Forsberg's motivation to leave Colorado will be debated ad nauseum in the coming days, but as Avs fans snarl at the present, they have to smile at the past. For nearly a decade, we were all in the presence of greatness. 30th, 1992. Peter Forsberg was just one of 5 players shipped to Quebec for Eric Lindros. But it didn't take long for Forsberg to prove he wasn't just another player.
Forsberg heading down the slide. He gets the shot off. He scores.
What a play.
Scoring 50 points in only 47 games as a rookie in 1995, Forsberg won the Calder Trophy, bursting onto the NHL stage with a dynamic blend of playmaking skills and toughness. And 1 year later, those skills were on display in Colorado. Forsberg in 1996 led the Avalanche with 116 points as his team won the Stanley Cup. And in the coming years, Forsberg's production and reputation as the game's best two-way player never waned. Playing a physical brand of hockey, however, eventually took its toll. Forsberg's body was ravaged by the age of 30, and in 2001, with his team in the playoffs and on the verge of a second Stanley Cup, Forsberg suffered a ruptured spleen. His team would capture the cup with Forsberg in street clothes. The following summer, Forsberg had had enough.
After a couple of days practice, I can totally feel my body's not ready to go out and do whatever things I have to do.
Forsberg took the entire 2001-2002 regular season off, only to return for the playoffs. Rejuvenated and not rusty, Forsberg led the entire NHL in playoff scoring and brought the Avalanche to within 1 win of the Stanley Cup Finals. 1 year later, in 02-03, Forsberg was back full-time and better than ever. Scoring 106 points, Forsberg captured his first Hart Trophy as the league's MVP.
Back to Forsberg, a shot. He scores! The hat trick for Peter the Great.
The following season, however, injuries again catch up with Forsberg as he plays only 39 games. The following summer then, with a lockout looming, Forsberg, growing disenchanted with the current NHL, returns home to Sweden to play for Modo under his father Kent. Now, Forsberg is back in the NHL, only this time back where he started, in Philadelphia.
Well, as you heard Terry Fry allude to, in an effort to fill the vast hole left by Forsberg's departure, the Avs did announce a pair of signings tonight. Veterans Patrice Brisebois and Pierre Turgeon have inked free agent deals with the team. Both contracts are 2-year packs worth $1.5 million in season number 1. There you get a look at the numbers, but still a vast hole to be filled with the departure of Peter the Great.
All right, when the Rocky Mountain Sports Report returns, got some football. When it comes to being a Bronco backup quarterback, Gary Kubiak is one heck of an expert, but who might man that role for Kubiak this year? Answers ahead.
Also ahead, what will Phil do next? How about win a 3rd international title? The biggest star in the tourney's field returned to Castle Pines today, expressing regret over not playing a season ago. That's after the break.
The Rocky Mountain Sports Report is brought to you by First Bank, the Colorado bank for you.
Before and after every game, tune to FSN Rocky Mountain for the most complete sports coverage. Join our experts for a trip around the majors as they cover all the action and run down the day's sports headlines. It's the Chevy pregame and postgame reports on FSN Rocky Mountain.
The 2005 season is in full swing, and the FSN Baseball Report brings you all the inside information from the major leagues.
It's the national pastime, and we've got the bases covered.
The FSN Baseball Report, Friday at 6.
I'm Keith Blyer. We're talking to people about their Metro Denver Sports Commission membership.
Yeah, I'm a member. I'm a member.
What's in it for you?
Well, we get first access to tickets for events in Denver. Social functions that we get invited to.
I'm a sports fan, so I'm a member.
Hey, I'm a member.
Did I hear you say free stuff?
Free hat, free premiere tickets, a newsletter that keeps me informed. It's wonderful.
Membership is great.
So, to join, visit denversports.org.
The Colorado Rockies and Fox Sports Net Rocky Mountain want you to be a part of supporting Generation. By wearing this wristband, you will show your support for the Children's Hospital, an amazing place that has touched the hearts of many. You can help make a difference by purchasing a wristband for only $2. Get your wristband today at one of the following locations or log on to coloradorockies.com. All proceeds benefit the Children's Hospital. Thank you for your support.
Look at that shot. Get it to the hole, BJ. The international.
What a putt. From the rough. And it is. Brilliant shot. A hole out for an eagle at 15.
To be continued, International Week starting to heat up in Castle Rock. Winning twice at Castle Pines and being an all-around nice guy has made Phil Mickelson a local favorite every year here in Colorado. So when Lefty arrived today, the cameras and the crowds were there to greet him. Mickelson won the International in '93 and again in '97 and continually serves as a great ambassador for the event. Not, however, in 2004, as Mickelson skipped the tournament to prepare for the PGA Tour. In retrospect, however, Mickelson says that may have been a mistake.
It was hard to miss this tournament last year. I really enjoy this event. I'm glad to be back. We've got Jack Vicker's 80th birthday here. It's a special tournament, and I look forward to it every year. Unfortunately, I thought that the altitude might affect my performance in the PGA, but I think that I probably would have played better had I come here and prepared.
All right, if you're heading out there, you want to see where some of the favorites are teeing off. Hole 10 for 4 of those guys right there. Hole number 1 for the other 3. Got to get up awfully early to get down there to see Sergio. If you want to sleep in, you can check out Retief Goosen. He goes off at 12:50.
Well, of course, a few big names will be conspicuously absent tomorrow. Tiger Woods and Vijay Singh are skipping Castle Pines to gear up for the PGA Championship, and Ernie Els is out hurt. Sure, it's still a solid field, but it's well short of the 5th major type field tourney founder Jack Vickers hopes for each and every year. Leading to concern, the tourney is losing a bit of its prestige. I asked Phil Mickelson that question exactly today, and, well, he dodged it.
And I think that it's a unique event with the Stableford format, and guys really enjoy coming here and being able to make some birdies and play attacking golf. I like the event. I hope that they keep looking forward for ways to make it better and better and get a stronger and stronger field.
Something the current golf calendar might make impossible. So long as the International immediately precedes a major, there will be players who opt not to come.
Every time you're around a major, it's tough because there's some guys that don't like to play the week before, some guys that don't like to play the week after. So it's difficult to get the perfect date.
Maybe, though there are those who think a better date would be in June, after the U.S. Open. This would eliminate not only conflicts with a major, but also with those pesky August thunderstorms.
Probably would sound better. I mean, you know, to get 4 rounds in, I'd hope maybe with 0 rain delays would be maybe a bit more appealing for some players. I'm a bit used to it in the sense of this is what this tournament's about sometimes, but I think all of us would like to see tee off in the morning, tee off at night, no problems, move on.
A June date could also come with a tie-in to the World Golf Championships, adding to the tourney's prestige. Still, not everyone would be in favor of a change.
I like it. It's just the week before the PGA. I like to play before the major, and I like the golf course. I like the place. I like how they treat us around here. So I wouldn't change it, but it's only one vote.
I don't know what the event would be after it then. So I think the tournament stands on its own. I think it's I know it's one I'd always come to. It's just it's one of the better golf courses we play all year.
Doesn't matter. They're going to have to do something if they want to get Tiger Woods to come.
Yeah, more from the Broncos when we come back. Mike Shanahan surveying the troops and perhaps surveying an emerging battle for the Broncos' backup quarterback job. Keep it here.
Derek Lee and the Cubs battle Beltran and the Mets. Fox Saturday Baseball, this week on your local Fox station.
It's the best damn sports show, period. All-Star Summer. Frank Caliendo brings his friends along for a night of comedy you just can't miss.
Hey, Kobe, pass me the ball, would you?
We've got a night of Olympic stars that only Best Damn can deliver. Fight night with gold medalists Audley Harrison and Andre Ward. And it's the Hooters swimsuit pageant. Need we say more? So get ready for some fun in the sun all summer long on FSN.
This is the Sports List
with Summer Sanders.
The show that counts down anything
and everything
in the world of sports.
The most shocking upsets, the best sports heroes, the sexiest athletes, the biggest sports scandals, and much more. Hosted by Summer Sanders.
Every night, a new list.
Every night, the new argument. The Sports List, weeknights on FSN. Now, there's a place where college never ends. Fox College Sports. The network that brings you the most comprehensive college sports coverage anywhere. With unprecedented live event coverage, coaches shows, and news from the biggest and the best of the NCAA. This is the network college sports fans always dreamed of. For more information on Fox College Sports, log on to foxcollegesports.com.
Keith Blyer and Darian Boyle host Rockies Weekly on FSN Rocky Mountain.
The Rocky Mountain Sports Report is brought to you by new high-endurance oils from Mobil, the oil that's changing oil.
Ever since he stepped on the campus at Michigan State, people have been telling Bradley Van Pelt he can't be a quarterback. Linebacker is where you need to be, they said. Van Pelt said see ya and headed to CSU where he got his chance. Now he's getting his chance to do it in the National Football League. Van Pelt, who spent last year on the practice squad, has been running the Broncos' second-team offense for the last 2 days. That doesn't mean he's got the job, but then again, it's better than running the third team right now. Clearly, the Broncos want to see if Van Pelt is up to the task of backing up Jake Plummer.
This is my dream. This is something I've worked so hard to achieve, and I have to grasp this opportunity because your window of opportunity in the NFL is so small.
What we try to do with the quarterback decision is kind of evaluate it every 4 days, and then decide who's going to get the reps. Because at the quarterback position, when you have 5 quarterbacks, there's only so many reps a quarterback can get. Bradley's earned the right to get some more reps, and he's taken advantage of it. It looks pretty good.
It's just going to be for a couple days, and they're going to reevaluate me. I don't have the second spot, and I keep telling people I'm there right now. I'm getting reps. But as you see, if you watch practice, Danny and Matt are getting plenty of opportunities. So it's going to be a long haul, and I can't think of myself as the number 2 quarterback yet.
Well, while BVP is playing like a training camp MVP, Danny Cannell is DRL, dropping like a rock, at least on the depth chart anyway. Just 6 days and 0 preseason games into camp, and Cannell has gone from second string to fourth on the QB depth chart. But Cannell knows there's still a long ways to go.
You know, you just got to take things in stride, and I think Bradley's handling it well. He's working hard, and I think he's got a bright future, and it's my job to keep pushing him, and we're going to all push each other and keep working hard. I haven't slept the past couple nights, man. I'm pretty ticked off, but you don't get anywhere by moping around or feeling sorry for yourself, so I'm just going to approach it with a positive attitude and, just keep working that much harder, and when my opportunity comes, I'll be ready.
When the Rocky Mountain Sports Report returns, you don't lie to Congress. It's called perjury. And unless Rafael Palmeiro just recently decided to take up steroids, he could be in more trouble than just a 10-game suspension.
The battle continues on the Poker Superstars 2. As the stakes get higher, the competition becomes more intense. The world's best continue their run through the elimination rounds as they close in on a purse worth over $1.2 million. The fight for the final 16 rolls on. The Poker Superstars 2 continues Sunday on FSN.
FSN Rocky Mountain teams up with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Metro Denver. It's where Denver area kids from high-risk neighborhoods can spend time doing homework, learning computer skills, staying physically active, and making the most of their lives. To learn how you can volunteer and get involved, visit www.positiveplacedenver.org. FSN Rocky Mountain, proud sponsors of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Metro Denver, the positive place for kids.
They lurk in the water, waiting for a fight. The season-long battle for the FLW Championship continues.
He's got a monster.
The competition tightens, and the stakes increase for the world's top anglers.
Look at the bend in that rod.
Get caught in the action, emotion, and adrenaline. FLW Outdoors, Sundays on FSN.
It's the World Darts Championships.
The world's finest darts players are here.
Where the most skilled players aim for the title of the greatest in the world.
Sweet, sweet dart!
It's the biggest event in one show.
Bullseye beckons. Title! It's showdown!
See who's the master of the bullseye.
For the match! Bullseye to one side!
World Darts Championships, Monday on FSN.
Rafael Palmeiro has agreed to comply with the congressional panel's request for documents relating to his positive steroid test. Congress will investigate whether or not Palmeiro committed perjury when he told the House committee earlier this year that he had never taken steroids. Rocky Mountain Roundup, Dallas Stars re-signed Mike Modano, a $17.5 million deal. Brian Leach, former Norris Trophy winner, signs on with the Bruins for 1 year, and former Av Martin Skula will join Modano as a member of the Dallas Stars. 2-year deal for Skula.
Rocky Mountain Roundup likely to have hockey signings from now until probably September 30th.
And of course, the big signing, Peter Forsberg, off to Philly. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.